In this video, I will share exactly how I made $100,000 online in 2023 as a 19 years old. So buckle up because this tale is packed with highs, lows and everything in between. So before we dive into 2023, I think it makes more sense if I start from the beginning of my making money online journey. So back then when I was just 16, I stumbled across a video of Jared West. Little did I know that that video will plant a seed of ambition that will change my life forever. So that video was about growing Instagram theme pages, more specifically growing a theme page from 0 to 1,000 followers. So it was a challenge video. He grew a theme page from 0 to 1,000 followers. So look, at this point I was already doing theme pages for a few years without any results obviously, but this video was a game changer because I followed it from step by step and I grew my first ever Instagram theme page from 0 to 1,000 followers in less than a week. It was a makeup page. For a few months nothing really special happened until I hit like 5,500 followers on that page. At that point I got a DM from a British lady. She basically asked for a shout out on my Instagram theme page. I gave her the shout out and I made $5. So that was the first ever money I ever made online. So here's the interesting bit. At that time I didn't have PayPal, so I used Fiverr to do this deal, and after Fiverr's fee I only got $4. So this $4 was the first ever money I have ever made online. At that time it felt like I hit the jackpot, and after that I got excited and I started DMing a lot of similar accounts like that British lady and never really got any other promo deals. So it was just $4 for almost a month until I got a DM from a buyer 2 weeks later. So basically someone wanted to buy this page. He gave me an offer of $100, and that for a 16-year-old kid living in Pakistan, that sounds like a fortune. But here's the twist. I actually loved that theme page because that page had like 4 million reach at that time. I didn't want to sell it, that page. I just said let's do $150 thinking that he won't accept it, but to my surprise he did, and I got my first ever $100 plus transaction. So we ended up doing the deal on Fiverr, and after Fiverr's shitty fees deduction I got $120. That was insane at that time, and that, my friends, have marked the beginning of a whole new chapter. Not only I got $120, but I also got a 5-star review on my Fiverr from that buyer as well as from that British lady that bought my promo. So after that for a couple weeks nothing significant happened until I found a buyer on Fiverr. Because of those 2 5-star reviews I got someone asking me to grow their page from 0 to 1,000 followers in the boxing niche, and that client is going to be an amazing client in the future. Let's just call him the boxing client because I don't want to take any names. So I started growing this Instagram boxing page for him from 0 to 1,000 followers, and within 1 week I got it to 1,000 followers. But before I was gonna deliver that account, Fiverr banned my account. So it turned out that you can't sell Instagram accounts on Fiverr because it was against the terms of Instagram. At that time I didn't knew that, so I just lost that Fiverr account and I thought I lost everything, and making money online is not for me. But you know what they say? They say that it's not about falling, it's about the comeback after you fall. So 2 days after this I was on a school trip and I got that message again from that buyer, this time on my Instagram account. He said if I still wanted to grow that page for him. I said yes I will, but I don't have PayPal. He said don't worry, just make a new Fiverr account. So I did that. So I used another Fiverr account which I had lying around for like 4 years. I never really used that, but I used that this time. I created another gig to manage Instagram theme pages and he ended up buying it. He bought the gig, I delivered him the page, and I got another 5-star review. But this was the first 5-star review on this Fiverr account. After that he said he still wanted me to grow that boxing page, and I said I can grow it for you for like $20 per week. And now imagine this, I was making $20 per week. This was a recurring payment and I was making it living in Pakistan. That was insane at that time. So he started buying my cake and I delivered each and every time, and that ended up getting me a lot of 5-star review. Now here's the interesting part. The first guy that bought that makeup page from me, I knew that he owned a lot of other pages as well. So I ended up reaching out to him to grow Instagram theme pages for him, and after a little bit of initial hesitation he agreed, paying me a $550 per month to manage like 12 pages for him. Now for a 17-year-old kid living in Pakistan making $600 that's like more than an average doctor's wage here. So at that point it wasn't just a hobby. I wanted to turn this into a full-time business. Now here's the catch. I wanted PayPal to get that $550 from that client, but I didn't have that. So I asked my cousin to give me that, thinking that he will just think that I'm just a stupid kid. But to my surprise he acknowledged it and gave me his PayPal. So now I have my PayPal account. As the December of 2020 rolled around, I hit a milestone of $600 a month. The client that paid me $550 that month was impressed and now wanted to increase the pages. So we ended up getting $850 from him next month, and an additional $200 to $250 from Fiverr because I had a lot of 5-star reviews from that boxing client. So in January of 2021 I hit the milestone of $1,000 a month, $200 $200 to $250 from Fiverr and like $850 from that client. At that point, it was becoming a little bit difficult for me to manage 20 plus pages myself on one phone device. At that time, I decided to buy multiple phone devices and I hired one of my friends to manage all of this for like $200. I know that's way below the minimum wage in the Western countries, but believe me, this is insane for a kid working in Pakistan. But it was a chaotic start because he was arguing with me a lot about the money, so I just ended up firing him the same month I hired him. I learned from my mistakes and I hired someone more experienced to handle the workload. So in February and March, I made like $1,000 to $1,500 from that makeup client as well as from Fiverr. In April, that client wanted me to manage even more pages and he was paying me $1,100 per month. And I was making about $2,000 per month from Fiverr at that time because I was delivering exceptional service and I was responding to all of my clients really quickly. So that's why I got a lot of 5-star reviews on Fiverr. It was all smooth sailing until in May 2021 when that client had some budget issues, so he stopped working with me, and this was the last month I worked with him. But here's the kicker, Fiverr loved me at that time. I was getting 5-star reviews all the time and Fiverr gave me a Fiverr's Choice title on their platform. June and July of 2021 were phenomenal. I was getting a lot of clients from Fiverr and I made around $5,000 each month. However, it was the later part of the July in which things took an unexpected turn. So Fiverr decided to suspend my account without any warnings. This time it wasn't even my fault. A stupid client ordered a service for $30. Later he said that he wasn't satisfied and reported it to Fiverr. Despite providing him a refund, it all crumbled down. August was a month of resilience. It was a month of comeback. Despite the setback on Fiverr, I made like $4,000 that month, mostly because all of the clients that I got on Fiverr, all of them started to pay me without using the Fiverr platform. I used PayPal to get paid, so I made around about $4,000 in August. And at that time I started investing in my business. I bought a couple of mobile devices because to run Instagram theme pages you need a lot of devices, because at that time I know following limit was like you can follow 300 followers per day on 5 Instagram accounts per mobile device that you had. So I bought a lot of devices. I hired 2 more people, both of them were my friends.
100 रुपए 150 2000 ਉੱਤੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਣਾ ਸੇਲ ਲੱਗੀ
कीबोर्ड भी आना चाहिए. And I started growing makeup and fitness pages for myself this time. But at that time, the downside was the absence of new clients because I wasn't getting any clients. I didn't knew how to get any clients besides Fiverr. So I thought, let's just do it all again. I decided to create 2 more Fiverr accounts and decided to do it all again, but I never really got any results from it. Now in September of 2021, one of the fitness page that I started introduced me to Jordi, and this was quite an interesting turn in my life because at first he was a client, now he is my business partner, and yes, he has given me the permission to say his name in this video. This connection played a significant role on what was to come. In September, I started offering monetization services to my client. Before that, I was just offering Instagram theme pages management. So after making money from mainly selling the makeup pages that I started, I made around about $50,000 in 2021, and that was the first actual year of me making money online. Fast forward to March 2022, I met Jordi again, but this time he dropped a bombshell. He was monetizing his pages using CPI, cost per install, through the Plug app at that time, and he was making $9,000 a month with just like 19-15 pages. As someone managing a lot more theme pages than that without reaching that goal, that was quite interesting for me. So I was intrigued. Jordi, being the legend he is, wanted me to grow some pages for him. Little did I know that this collaboration would turn into a business partnership. He'd become more than just a client. We started discussing different monetization strategies on Instagram to make the most out of it. It was a time of evolution and learning the different monetization strategies. Now here's the interesting part. In July of 2022, things completely changed. With just like 5 to 6 clients, I made $10,000 that month. It was not all profit because I needed to buy a lot of devices. I made around about $3,000 profit, but it was quite interesting at that time. Riding on that wave of success, I was now offering both management and monetization strategies to all of my clients. And again, in 2022, without using any Fiverr account, I made around about $50,000. This time time it was all profit. It wasn't just a business at that time. It was an empire in the making. However, every empire faces challenges. So in November of 2022, Plug stopped paying Instagram theme pages, sending shockwaves through the system. But as they say, necessity is the mother of innovation. We found another method to monetize Instagram theme pages: CPA, cost per action. So we were using Stacks at that time, and it was going crazy great because of remixes. At that time, Instagram was pushing remixes to the moon. So I got a lot of investment from different clients, and I started making a lot of money using CPA. CPA is basically cost per action, and we were using Stacks at that time. After that, we ended up using all of the other platforms. There was one Kvarma, there was one called Tap, and another one called TapMob. We used all of them. Now February 2023 was phenomenal, and that was the month I bought like 100 plus mobile devices. Using remixes, CPA, monetization, all of that, I got new clients through Discord and connections via Jordi, and that month I made around $27,000, $12,000 in profit, as I spent a lot of money on mobile devices in that month. You must be thinking why I bought so many expensive devices. The thing is, at that time, to run remixes properly, you have to have at least Snapdragon 845 relevant chip. So yeah, that's why. Now using remixes, CPA, and from all of the clients, in March to July of 2023, I made around about $60,000 pure profit this time. In August, an opportunity came. Someone wanted to buy a lot of fitness pages. So I sold a lot of fitness pages to him. And in August and September, I made around about $25,000, including that client and the other clients I had at that time. Now in November of 2023, the story takes an interesting twist because remixes stopped working completely at that time. And I went from making $10,000 per month consistently to now in November, I made only $8,800 profit. I know that's quite sad. And in December, I saw a further reduction to only $4,500 worth of profit. But this was mainly because I invested a lot of money into gathering a team of specialists that will help me run and dominate Instagram. Now, as we step into 2024, I am setting my goals higher than ever. My plan involves around taking over Instagram completely. So you will see a lot of my Instagram theme pages on the Explore page. And my goal is to surpass more than $500,000 profit this year. Yes, you heard it right, $500,000. And there you have it, folks, the roller coaster of my online journey, from the early days of Fiverr struggles to the peak of monetization strategies with remixes and all of the things. Now, if you are looking to achieve similar results by working with me, then check out the first link in the description. It's a Google Forms link. Don't worry, it's not a course. It's just for those people that want to work with us. So we will help you build an Instagram theme pages business that will generate you thousands of dollars.